Just a few days ago, the SVGCC staged its second annual Sports Awards ceremony. This year was even more grand and provided recognition to our sporting heroes at the college. We commend Mr. Roxell John, Sports Coordinator, for his efforts in organizing the college's successful sporting program for yet another year. Health and wellness. This aspect became one of the highlighted features of the academic year. In September 2022, an initiative by our counselors saw a visit by the Nutrition Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment to a special professional development session for lecturers and staff. The session discussed the value of healthy eating and exercise, as well as provided weight and other workplace wellness checks. In November 2022, health fairs on the Annisvale and Villa campuses by the Retired Nurses Association complemented the previous efforts. This is not the first time this body of retired nurses has done these fairs, and we know it will not be the last. They help to provide the much-needed reminders that we must all seek to be well-balanced in our daily lives and be mindful of the silent, non-communicable disease killers. A revitalized gym on the Villa campus was reopened this year, catering for staff and students alike. Visits to our campuses by the Planned Parenthood Association and the HIV/AIDS unit in December 2022 and January 2023 rounded out the health focus for the year. Staff and faculty achievements. There are several staff and faculty achievements I wish to highlight. This year, we are pleased to celebrate with the Dean of the Division of Teacher Education, Ms. Maurice Butler, who earned her PhD in Education in 2022 from the St. Augustine campus of the UWI. Congratulations, Dr. Butler. We also celebrate the achievements of Ms. Breneva Oliver and Mrs. Simone Roberts-Kent from the Division of Nursing Education, and Ms. Kendra Homer from the Division of Technical and Vocational Education, who successfully completed master's programs in 2022. Ms. Sabrina Murphy-Bascom also received her certificate in food processing and packaging design. Our lecturers on study leave continue to do quite well. Ms. Janelle Morris and Mrs. Cherry Ann Morris Brown in Taiwan, Ms. Rafika Scott at the UWI, and Ms. Letitia Jack in the USA. Two of these are successfully completing their master's programs and have been awarded with the opportunity to proceed to doctoral programs. Retirements and appointments. In a few short weeks at the end of August 2023, we will say farewell to Mr. Dwight DeFreitas, Vice Dean of the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies. Mr. D is himself an institution at that division, having served as a physics lecturer at the Level College for many years before the amalgamation, and then as the Vice Dean at the division for the last 13 or so years. On behalf of the Board of Governors of the SVGCC, I thank him for his over 25 years of service and wish him all the best in his retirement. Mr. D, take a bow. This academic year, we welcomed the appointments on promotion of Dr. Maurice Butler and Mrs. Ann Dopwell as Dean and Vice Dean of the DTE, respectively, Dr. Roxanne Stowe Maloney as Dean of the Division of Nursing Education, Ms. Melissa Charles as IT Services Manager, Mrs. Juno Laborde Maloney as E-Learning Specialist, Ms. Janine Duncan as Assistant Registrar Student Affairs, Ms. Shanna Brewster as Librarian, Ms. Alicia Hillocks, Danisa Cyrus, and Amini Cordis as Senior Clerks. There were also several other faculty and staff appointments to replace persons who may have left us over the past 2 years or so, or to fill gaps that previously existed. Programs and initiatives. In January 2022, we began offering the Masters in Nursing program in collaboration with the faculty, and at this time, I pause as we welcome the Honorable Prime Minister. Welcome, Prime Minister. In January 2022, we began offering the Masters in Nursing program in collaboration with the Faculty of Medical Sciences at Cave Hill. I'm pleased to report that all 7 students pursuing the nursing administration and nursing education strands are progressing well and are on schedule to complete by December 2023. This year, one of our food and beverage students at the DTVE, Janaya Oliver, will commence studies at the Nova Scotia Community College under Canada CARICOM Skills Training for the Green Economy Scholarship through the Government of Canada. She will pursue a 1-year culinary management program. This is now the 5th student from the DTVE who has benefited from this internationally recognized experience through our collaboration with the Nova Scotia Community College. A big part of the last few months has been a project with the Commonwealth of Learning, COL, to enhance the online capability of the SVGCC. We are determined to learn from the experiences of the past 3 years when we were forced to do emergency remote learning. Lecturers have been trained in converting courses for online delivery and assessment. An online learning policy has been drafted, and trainers are being trained to train others to ensure sustainability. Our food science lab at the DTV is finally completed, and we intend to make good use of it to further the value-added aspect of our agriculture and entrepreneurship science program. We are on the verge of being able to offer basic maritime training at the HMTI, Hospitality and Maritime Training Institute, with the arrival of some critical equipment a few weeks ago. In conclusion, I cannot end without saying a few specific words to our graduates. I wish, in the interest of time, to commend my brief message in the graduation program to you. In particular, I urge you not to live with a sense of entitlement that seems so pervasive in our society today. Rather, graduates, I urge you to work hard. Seize the opportunities that are available to you. Be you and make a positive difference in our world. Today, you are a graduate of the SVGCC, where nothing limits excellence. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Director, for imparting those words of encouragement to our graduates and apprising us of all that has been happening at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College in the past year. At this time, we take this opportunity to welcome Dr. the Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Minister of Post-Secondary and Higher Education to deliver brief remarks.
Madam Chairperson, the Director and the Deans and the leadership of the college, representatives from the Ministry of Education, and other specially invited guests, and of course you who are graduating. This is your ceremony for you and your family and your friends. I want to, first of all, congratulate those of you who are graduating. And yes, I'm congratulating you very much. And I want to ask of you that you take your graduation here as a transition for further and higher education. You may wish to work for a while, or you may wish to go off straight away to university. Either university overseas or to work and study here by doing online programs. There are No, I just want those who want to listen would have a time from those who don't want to listen. You know, for those who don't want to listen, I just wanted them to settle down a little bit first. Yes, I am hoping, and we have systems in place to accommodate all of you who are graduating, who wish to continue to a university education. We have in this year's budget $42 million for post-secondary and secondary and tertiary education. Post-secondary and tertiary education. This number is almost identical to the number for all the hospitals in our country and identical to the number for the police force, $42 million. And this does not include the scholarships like to Taiwan, to Cuba, the Commonwealth scholarships, the scholarships which we had in relation to the University of Wales, Trinity St. David, and several other places where we negotiate and get scholarships. So that for you it is a wonderful time to be graduating with enhanced opportunities for you to complete your university education, for you to engage upon and complete your university education. The numbers of scholarships which we are giving, national exhibitions, special awards and bursaries, as a result of the CAPE examinations and the associate degrees, that these numbers are constrained only by the extent of your performance. The better you perform, the more of them are available. I give you that assurance. In fact, that is what has been happening. In relation to the tuition scholarships, just before I left, I checked that there's a number approaching 800 persons have already applied for tuition scholarships for this year. And the closing date is on the 30th. And I expect the numbers to rise by the closing date. And that for those students who don't get a tuition scholarship, and there's hardly any who doesn't get, we pay your economic costs. Those are for persons who separate and distinguish from those who didn't get national scholarships or special awards or national exhibitions and bursaries. And we are working out a new front with an additional college in terms of our bilateral relations, and I'm to get a report from the director and the cabinet secretary and others who are involved in a discussion in which I was engaged with the vice president, senior vice president of Monroe College, where there's special, very special arrangements for our students to go to Monroe College, either online or in St. Lucia or in New York City. All of these opportunities are buttressed by the economically disadvantaged student loan program. And since this program was instituted in 2002, we have loaned in excess of $100 million to students to access tertiary education. The long and short of this is that we intend in building a modern, competitive, many-sided, post-colonial economy, which is at once national, regional, and global, that we have the skill sets for this modern, competitive, many-sided, post-colonial economy. We are currently reviewing the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College Act. We have to make some changes to the legislation to strengthen the functioning of the college and to strengthen its autonomy. This college, which also grants university degrees, or has the power to grant university degrees, one has grown by leaps and bounds. And I want to thank the members of staff who have contributed tremendously to this particular enhancement of post-secondary education and university education in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are on target to have, on an average, one college or university graduate per household by the year 2030. Additionally, we are seeking a sufficiency of investment, and I have written to a particular source to receive investments to build a central science laboratory of a first-rate kind, of international quality, to buttress the community college and for the advancement of science and technology education at the university level here through the revamped open campus, which is going to be called the Global Campus. And a decision in relation to the Global Campus has already been taken by the University of the West Indies. The long and short of what I'm talking about, massive as the expansion we have had already, there are even greater opportunities in the offing. Now and pending and immediately hereafter. Now all of this, all of these advances, the director said something which was of great importance. That the opportunities you are being given, funded by the government, funded by the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it must never be taken for granted. And there are always forces at play who think that what we are doing here is a waste of time and should revert to an elitist model of education. Well, that ain't going to happen under my watch. But it is capable of reversal. And we must not take it for granted. Further, as the director pointed out, that you have all these opportunities. Indeed, in some cases, one may say privileges that accompanying those obligations, accompanying those opportunities and privileges are certainly obligations. And among the obligations is one that you must take your studies very seriously and take your future in your own hands, not just for yourself and your family, but for the community which has nurtured you and for our Caribbean civilization in which you are lodged. Don't think that I'm just talking words here. I want you to grasp the import and meaning. You have received a lot, and there are obligations on you for having received so much. Post-secondary education in 2001, in the totality, for all of the divisions, you had less than 600 students. Today, you have a number approaching 2,600. More than 4 times. And the population of this country, total population has increased only marginally. Indeed, the growth of the younger set of persons in the population has been slowed. So the opportunities, especially for the children of the poor and the working people and the peasantry and the disadvantaged, those opportunities have increased many times over. And we are very proud as a government of that important achievement. You can look around you and you can see what is the result of the education revolution. You look at the medical profession. You had just a handful of people. Now it is wide. The numbers have increased markedly. And very importantly, the number of women who are entering the medical profession. Then you look at the legal profession. Because of the policies of the government, the legal profession has moved from a brotherhood to a sisterhood, from a fraternity to a sorority. Because there are more female lawyers now in this country than male lawyers. All of that has happened as a consequence of the policies of the government. And the children of the poor and the working people and the peasantry have taken advantage of these opportunities. But for those opportunities, you must have obligations and a commitment, not just to yourself, though that is important, but to your family, to your community, to your nation, to the Caribbean civilization. Vital. I am very optimistic about the future of this country because of the way we have been educating our young people. Bridges and roads and airports and seaports are vital. But most important is your education and your training. I want you today, on this day of all, the culmination of all your hard work and the sacrifices in this or that area, to reflect on the journey that you have traveled. We are all time. Only the future is ours to desecrate. The present is the past, and the past our fathers' mischiefs. The fever of history has remade us, and the remaking of us, we have to listen to our grandparents, our parents, and we have to listen to our sons and our daughters. And what is the purpose? For the avoidance of the desecration of the future. And this conversation across years. What are we aiming to do? To make a whole daughter and a whole son out of the compromises which the fever of history has made us. Please, continue to make us proud. And don't worry when people say to you, when you're moving on to successes, that somebody wants to criticize you or pull you down. Don't bother on that. I shall be saying this ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in the woods, and I chose the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And you will continue to make a difference for the better. And do not worry about being different. Just be better. And we continue in faith and in hopefulness, a fresh hopefulness, not one which is false and stale, but a fresh hope. And above all, let it all be marinated by love, the greatest of all, which is a ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. I want you to know that I love you very much, and I shall always be here for you, now and in the years ahead. Thank you, congratulations, and may Almighty God continue to bless you.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Gonsalves. You've given us much food for thought and a really wonderful reminder that we have much to be grateful for. and that we should not take the opportunities presented to us and the opportunities in front of us for granted. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's say thank you to our Prime Minister. At this moment, we are going to have a little bit of entertainment from what we'd like to call a combined choir, because we have graduates in this choir led by our lecturer, Miss Aishanta Cummins, from various divisions of the SVGCC.
close my eyes and I can see a world is waiting out for me that I call my own. They can say it all sounds crazy. You will remember me. We go down in history. I don't care, so call me crazy. You will remember me for centuries. We live in a world that we've designed.
Congratulations to the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College Combined Choir. That was beautiful. Give them a round of applause, please. Madam Cummins, we thank you very much. At this point, we would like to welcome our featured speaker for the evening, Mr. Dwayne Daniel. Mr. Dwayne Daniel is a practicing attorney at law. He is a member of the Honorable Society of Grazing in England, a society with a history of over 600 years. He is called to the Bar of England and Wales as a barrister at law. Mr. Daniel is called to the Bar of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a barrister at law and as a solicitor. Counsel Daniel is also a notary public and vice president of the Bar Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He has held executive positions at the OECS Bar Association.
Mr. Daniel has been practicing in the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for over 20 years. Despite the fact that he is a defense attorney, he has in his earlier career prosecuted criminal matters on behalf of the state and participated in the panel discussions for the development of the Prosecutor's Code. He has represented the government in conjunction with the Attorney General's chambers and has served as advisor in civil matters to the chambers. Mr. Daniel practices at his chambers, Dwayne Daniel Chambers, on Granby Street in a variety of areas of law, including criminal, civil, commercial, estates, personal injury, insurance, divorce, intellectual property, land, and conveyancing. Ladies and gentlemen, graduating class of 2023, please welcome your feature speaker this afternoon, Mr. Dwayne A. Daniel.
Thank you. Dr. the Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Board of Governors, Director, Deputy Director, faculty, and staff of the Community College, the graduates on display here today, family, friends, well-wishers, good afternoon. Before I commence my speech, I am grateful for the confession of the Prime Minister that it was a conceited effort on his part to disenfranchise by unfair and disproportionate representation of females in my profession. The confession is well noted. I must first endorse a sentiment made by the Prime Minister before I begin, in that the persons who graduated from the St. Vincent Grammar School A-Level College, as it then was arguably quite an exercise in elitism. At that juncture, 60 students were taken into the science program, and just about 100 into the arts program. I am shocked and pleasantly pleased to hear that those numbers have reached a staggering 2,600. Congratulations to the Prime Minister and his government for his tireless efforts in relation to the education revolution. By way of introduction, my name is Dwayne Daniel. The honor is mine to address you at this most auspicious of occasions. I am in my late 40s, and I am acutely aware that the vast majority of you have yet to etch a score in years to your name. Your birth certificates have probably always been printed on an A4 sheet of paper with the image of the Amazonian Gildingi watermark. I say this to say, I do not intend to bore you for long with the musings of a man a full generation removed from you, because I know at your age, it is your firm belief that a person of my generation is too far out of touch to say anything of relevance to your situation. You have too much swag, too busy with your drip today, working on your riz so that you can vibe with your friends, already bored with the epic fail of this cringe moment of this old man trying to sound relevant. No cap, I know that is your feeling right now. But I crave your indulgence all the same. I am reliably informed that the theme for your graduation reads, behind you, your memories, before you, your dreams, within you, all you need to be you. Allow me to extrapolate on this theme. As the theme evokes from me a passage from Shakespeare's The Tempest, where Antonio speaks the words, whereof what's past is prologue, what's to come in yours and my discharge. The optimist among you will latch upon the ideal that we are masters of our own destiny, and in our own discharge is the potential for greatness. Each step is deliberate, and each pathway forges new opportunity. The pessimists will take a cynical view and say that you are trapped and a victim of your past. The cyclic and systemic influences that are germane to your very existence will play themselves out. You are but a rudderless leaf floating down a stream, subject to the current. Your only destination, a predetermined, inevitable estuary. I want to challenge you here today to respectfully reject the last part of the theme proffered to you. The last part of the theme says, be you. I posit that to be satisfied with who you are now, it is not enough. It is this very moment that you must not place limitations on who you can be. The past is indeed prologue, but the prologue is not the story. It is only the introduction, the backdrop. Your story is yet to be written. Consider that the you were when you started primary school is not the you were when you started secondary school, nor is it the you were when you started college, the you are now. At each of those stages, like a chameleon, you changed color of the you were to become from the you were then. Be prepared to change the color of the you are now. Prepare to shed that skin. Shed the notion that being you at this critical stage of your evolution is enough. Consider yourself a work in progress, that the raw material for the you can be has now provided. Be the sculptor of that raw material that turns it into a work of art. Be the scientist that extracts from the ore the refined element and fine commodity of the you are to be. This juncture that you find yourself at now is not just a fork giving you one of two options, but a rich junction of infinite possibilities. You are at a point where the choices you make at this stage and beyond create a quantum shift to your present reality. I do not speak in terms of pure conjecture. I draw from personal experience. The person who stands before you as a practicing attorney, but this is not the person who stood in your shoes 3 decades ago. 3 decades ago, I was a science student pursuing biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and what was then called general paper, now morphed into communication studies. The person before you was an athlete who spent afternoons on a volleyball court and his weekends at the Peace Memorial Hall moonlighting in writing and the performing of plays. If you, unlike me at that stage, are certain of who you want to be, note I say want to be, then pursue that goal with a relentless passion worthy of a Liam Neeson revenge movie. If you have not yet fully formulated the you wish to be, explore your options to get a flavor for the things and fields not yet explored. But set yourself a time limit to do so. Beware, it is easy to get lost in the wilderness of possibility. Remember well that some direction is better than none at all. Be honest with yourselves in the pursuit of your passions. If you know you are bookish and that is your strength, if you have had to fend off being called a nerd, embrace it. Your day will come. If you find that you prefer to work with your hands, that you are more technically inclined and you are adept at a trade, that is equally valid. Learn your preferred trade, get yourself certified, perfect it. Take pride in the production and presentation of your work. Success, unbeckoned, will come. If you find yourself somewhere in between, or if you do not fit into the traditional mold, find your niche. Develop your unique style and be prepared to be a pioneer. Celebrate in it. No road is without its potholes, no journey without its pitfalls. There will be distractions, disappointment, and even failure. These things are experience. They build character. There is no shame in stumbling or falling. Shame, if any, lies in not learning from your stumble and your fall. When you rise up from that fall, you do so with the wisdom of knowing in the future where to and where not to put your feet. This may even include adjusting the direction or your destination. Rise and steady yourself with the goal ahead sharply in focus. Mark you well, though, that the world is not going to wait on you. Time is never your friend. It is a formidable foe. Equal yourself to the task of being a worthy and victorious adversary. Be ever aware that some opportunities are not available past a certain age. You do not have all the time in the world to become your best you. I admonish you, there is no substitute for a good plan. Carefully plan your stepping stones to the destination of your own choosing. He who has no destination is tragically unaware of his lack of progress. Any success he achieves is by the grace of luck and fate. Manufacture your own success. Breathe it into existence by conscious action and preparation. Keep your eyes peeled for opportunity, and when opportunity presents itself, hold on to it. Learn the difference between the things you love to pursue that do not love you back and the things you are naturally good at that you may not like to do. Make sensible choices with that information. Look around you. This is a special moment in your life, a significant end to an era that cannot be repeated. Gaze upon the faces of your friends, some of whom you have shared your life as long as your memory allows. Acknowledge with nostalgia Not all of those faces will remain an active part of your life. A few cherished ones will. Others will find their own paths and take themselves away from you. But that is the natural progression, because all that you have experienced thus far is but prologue. New, boundless adventures await. Finally, when you have seized upon the dream of who you believe the best you can be, don't close yourself off to the possibility of a different or bigger dream. When one dream dies, dream another. Never end your journey of who you can be. Let the you were yesterday be a lesser version of the you are today, while you aim to make the you are to be tomorrow greater than the you are today. Before I leave, I want to give a shout out to my volleyball peeps, Saquana, Jazz, Marquis, Marsha, Leah, and Darius, who I saw on stage singing here. I want to give congratulations to Jamar on his sports award. And a very special shout out to my first cousin, let me embarrass her, Alyssa Trotman. I can't believe the little primary school girl who used to ask me to play Jenga with her and would pose all kinds of obscure and existential questions that her mother left me to answer is so now beautifully grown. Congratulations to all of you. The journey of your lives has just begun. The future is yours. Be better than the you are today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. I was just whispering to my co-host a while ago, maybe he's not so far removed as he says he is. I mean, he was using words like riz. I only learned that word last school year, you know. Riz and peeps and no cap. You're not that far off. All right. We really appreciate you delivering the message today to our graduates. You have captured the essence of what we want them to hear today, which is be you. Even if it means leaving the old version of you behind, be you. Shed your skin if you have to. Be you. Be different. Be better. At this point, we have what, for the first time in our graduation exercise, what we call the Spirit of the Division Awards. Now, this particular award was created with the hope of recognizing the students who best embody all the qualities from each division that we would hope that you would develop as a member of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College. We will ask the deans of the divisions to present the awards, and we would call Dean of the Division of Teacher Education, Dr. Maurice Butler, to make the first presentation.
This evening, I'm proud to present from the Division of Teacher Education, the Spirit of Division Award to Miss Deanna Williams.
Congratulate her as she receives her award. Miss Deanna Williams of the Division of Teacher Education. Mr. Osborne Bowens, Division of Technical and Vocational Education. Welcome him as he comes.
I'm pleased to present the Division Awards for Excellence from the Division of Technical and Vocational Education to Kyle Alfonso, a remarkable young man.
Congratulations, Kyle. We welcome the Dean of the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies, Mr. Maxwell Fergus.
The Division Award for Spirit of the Division goes to Joshua Edwards.
Congratulations, Joshua. All right, we now invite you to turn your attention to the big screen as we look at the video montage of our valedictorians this year.
The 2-year journey at DTE. Throughout this journey, there were many times when I wanted to give up, but thank God for supportive and driven people in my corner who kept me on the right track. People like my mom, sister, partner, and friends. Thank you for never leaving my side and for always being my rock. Life at Keynote could not have been possible without the lecturers, to whom I am sincerely thankful. They helped to impart the necessary knowledge for myself and my colleagues to become successful teachers. Thank you, DTE. The memories and friends I have gained throughout these years will be cherished forever. To the students currently enrolled at DTE, continue working hard. Do not take for granted the time you have left. In fact, make the best of it. And always try for excellence. To the graduating class of 2023, we did it. I wish nothing but the best for each and every one of you. When we meet next day, let us celebrate what we have accomplished. But not only that, let us look toward the future, ruminating on how we can utilize the knowledge and experiences that we have gained to inspire others. Congratulations again, graduates. I wish you continued success and happiness in all you do. Hello, class of 2023. I am Vincent James, and I am honored to be one of the recipients for this year's Award for Excellence at the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies. Indeed, these past years at the SUGCC has flew by quickly, and we have shared many experiences that have been inspiring. Many of us would agree that our start at college was not one that any of us would have envisioned, as we started in the midst of the global pandemic, in the era of mask wearing and virtual learning. However, us being seated here today has proven us to be resilient and determined individuals. I must extend a thank you to the administrators and faculty of the SUGCC, as well as our precious family, who played an integral part in our achievements today. Congratulations to each and every one of us. And to my fellow paralegals, I say congratulations. To the top performers in each degree program, congratulations. Graduates, I pray that the same perseverance that you've shown here, that through the many obstacles in your face in life, that you will carry on with you.
Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you. At this point, we will invite our Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, and Minister of Post-Secondary and Higher Education to make 2 of the presentations for us for the Awards of Excellence. We invite Divisional Award for Excellence from the Division of Teacher Education, Sylvan Johnson. Don't sit yet, Prime Minister, we have one more. From the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies, Divisional Award for Excellence in our CAPE program, David Dunn.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. We'll now invite the Deputy Chairman of the SVGCC Board of Governors, Mr. Michael Burke, to present the other two divisional awards for excellence. And first, third, the third award from the Division of Technical and Vocational Education, Kyle Alfonso. I'm so sorry, Eldrika Jack. My apologies. And from the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies, Winessa James. Thank you very much, Mr. Burke. And congratulations again to our valedictorians of the class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of certificates to each of our graduates this afternoon, which will make them official graduates. And so we start the proceedings with the Division of Teacher Education, and we invite the Dean, Ms. Maurice Butler, Dr. Butler, to make the presentations.
Director, I present to you the graduates from the Division of Teacher Education who have successfully completed their course of study at the St. Vincent and Grenadines Community College. From the Early Childhood Program, Tamara Baker Lewis. Nelisa Barnwell. Shanfa Keto. Elrita Davis. Shamilia Davis. Fitzreen Francis. Marissa Graves. Akida Green. Shalicia Hope. Kalisha Isaac Samuel. Ariel Jack. Janique Jack. Lisa Jacobs. Sylvan Johnson. Udine King. Claudisha Lewis. Nakita Nanton. Sherian Oliver. Latoya Peters. Felicia Placid. Mauricia Primus. Archelon Kwashi. Shellyann Roberts. Denisha Rock. Kishan Rodney. Ronella Simmons. Angel Small Charles. Azara Thomas. Janice Thorne. All right. Deanna Williams. All right. Odinga Williams. And Amalia Young. From the primary program, Kamasha Bracken. Gasly Cotto. Alyssa Martin. Crystal Webb. From the secondary program, Ashika Castillo. Imo Edwards. Natalia Pitt. And Dujan Pompey. From the secondary TVET program, Naomi Comijong. Mariska Ryan Payne. And Patricia Williams.
Thank you very much, Dr. Butler. We now invite Dean of the Division of Technical and Vocational Education, Mr. Osborne Bowens.
Director, I present to you graduates from the Division of Technical and Vocational Education who have successfully completed programs of study at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College. Certificate Automotive Repairs, Devon Alexander. Adriel Bullock. Kyle Bonnet. Thomas Chapman. Randall Cruikshank. Coy DaCosta. James Hutchinson. Tujay Jones. Brendan Nelson. Shama Nichols. Anjean Roach. Kyle Thomas. Jamal Thompson. Rushan Walker. Kelly Williams. Raphael Yearwood. Certificate Office Administration, Tenika Batiste, Mosiah Barber, come on, young man, Khadija Baxter, Rebecca Conliffe, Daniela Joseph, Denelia Joseph, Larissa Matthews, Properties and Facilities Maintenance Certificate Program, Vidal Charles, Rushan Millington, Certificate Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, Jamal Bullock, Casey Grant, Calvert Hooper, Roberta James, Hart Richardson, Jeremy Samuel, Tudor Sears. Associate of Applied Science degree programs, Agriculture Science and Entrepreneurship, Kyle Alfonso. Yeah. Kimberly Bacchus, Jovan Boy, Hannah Cordis, Zoana Franklin. Yeah, I knew this was coming. Carrie John, Zainel Johnson, Okran Lewis, Crystal Sutherland, and Zephilia Williams. Architecture and Building Construction Technology Associates of Applied Science degree, Jova Bacchus, Faith Bilingi, Arike Brown, Alandre Duke, Kewana Haksha, Joel Haywood, Frankel John, Jordan John, Rhea Joseph, Avant Phillips, yeah, Chester Tony, okay, just like you lost your hat, okay. Joshua Richardson, and Cameron Williams. Automotive Repairs, Capone Davis. Business Studies Accounting, Adano Batiste, Zaria Barber, Delia Brown, Kiara Bonnet, and Becky Cottle, Oswani de Freitas, Kalia Dopwell, Logan Fox, Julius George, Eldrika Jack, Elike Johnson, Jemiah Johnson, Rishon Lewis, Serena Little, Lazoya Michael, Darrell Morgan, Patrice Nero, Julie Richards, Shanice Stapleton, Oswald Thomas, Jolene Welcome, Festus Williams, Janique Williams, and Damian Williams. Business Studies, Sales and Marketing, Rajiv D'Souza, Nyanza Douglas, Isaiah Edwards, Shania Edwards, Jamima Francis, Jeanille George, Gianna Gibbs, Shorentia Hanson, Junique Horn, Sean Jack, Leon Jacobs, Liana Laidlaw, Johanna Laidlaw, Shavik Lewis, Raltina Mason, Omar Mez, Zoe Mez, Deonja Michael, Akilia Miller, Alia Moffat, Kaelia Mockett, Jolina Myers, Lincoln Nichols, Kedisha Parson, Brennick Patterson, Shaz Providence, Gabriel Sargent, Tutara Saxon, Tutari Saxon, Danica Shallow, Kayla Thomas, Tyler Tony. Andre Walker. Good your man. Marissa Wilson. Computer and Electronics, Associate of Applied Science degree. Annalise Bacchus. Jared Dalton. Alonzo Regisford. Jukeel Robinson. Timian Tittle. Kedesia Williams. And Ty Williams. Culinary Arts, Anik Foster. Leah Hoyt. Electrical Engineering, Associate of Applied Science degree. Jaquan Adams. Ryan Alexander. Stanislaus Gomes. Good. All right. Jafika Hoyt. Diva James. Tivon Joseph. Elysia Williams. Matthews. Kenrick McBarnett. Darren Moses. Dewell Murray. Ruben Ross. Kenvin Scott. Naironja Simmons. Tyree Trimenham. Entrepreneurship and Small Business Management. Orani Ambris. Ali Kebab. Tanika Delplesh. Ashanti Dixon. Rochelle Edwards. Alyssa Francis. Shaquan Haynes. Anik Holder. Jenique Johnson. Jalea James. Felice Laborde. Atina Lave. Olana Lewis. Rian Matthews. Shanil Millington. Felicia Mockett. Joval Ogaro. Afisha Richards. Amisha Roberts. Elysia Sherman. Shania Simmons. Applied Associate of Science degree, Food and Beverage Management. Leah Banabe. Shernell Bob. Melissa Dorset. Kiwani Edwards, Janelia Farrell, Ashley Gregg, Alyssa Hazel, Cynthia Hazelwood, Brianna Leslie, Chantal Nelson, Aaliyah Olive, Kisanka Sam, Kimberly Stay, Hansel Thomas, Maquita Williams, Hospitality Studies, Kenbilly Alec, Sabri Ann Kane, Ronisha Dibik, Shemaine George, Jazane Hewitt, Kenisha Jackson, Yolanda James, Thea Nichols, Melisha Pear, Ariel Ross Roberts, Zorana Saunders, Leon Quesentile, Rodel Tucker, Shia Wallace, Rihanna Williams, Justine Woods, Tiffany Young, Information and Communication Technology, Mariah Badnock, Maya Caesar, Brandon Jackson, Nick Moffat, Jordan Sayers, Omari Walter Spain, Mechanical Engineering Technology Applied Associate of Science degree, Devante Hobson, Malachi Isaac, no, okay, we're asking the driver of P836 to remove your vehicle immediately as you're blocking someone at the hospital that needs to move immediately. That's P836. Jaquan Jack, Craig Joseph, Shanika Pratt, very good, Lorenzo Lavia, Joshua Max, Winston Yearwood, Applied Associates of Science degree, Office Administration, Khalees Brown, Shaziah Brown, Bertram Dabrio, Raphaelia Edwards, Shanria Frederick, Joquisha Jack, Sharisa Pompey, Julicia Pope, Leanna Thompson, Joanie Walker, Applied Associates of Science degree, Tourism Studies, Rita Backer, Lativia Davis, Rakim De Freitas, good young man, very good. Fredana Gabriel, Cynic George, Donisha Hinkson, Delicia Jack, Rana Kid, Unique Michael, Ciara Moses, Kelana Reese, Melissa Shepherd, and Ariel Spence. Thank you very much.
As he makes presentations to the CAPE students.
Good afternoon. Director, I present to you the graduates from the Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies CAPE program who have completed their course of study at the St. Vincent the Grenadines Community College. Jeremy Abbott, Lennox Jr. Adams, Fidel Akers, Kanali Aline, Amanda Andrews, Chelsea Ash, Rondell Augustus, Edonte Bacchus, Jalani Bacchus, Duncan Bailey, Dwinick Bailey, Sanaya Baker, Ty Ballantyne. She is also awarded for digital media. Marika Batiste, Kelsla Bartholomew, Denzel Bascom, Solomon Bascom, Best for Geography and Physical Education. Isaac Baines, Karen Belingi, Christia Benjamin, Janika Bob, Jonathan Boyd, Soraya Boye, Janika Brown, Kalia Brown, Maya Bullock, Kadeem Burton, Rihanna Kane, Ria Kane, Zavon Campbell, Isaac Cepeda, Deshaun Charles, Devonte Charles, Yannick Charles, Renicia Clark, Kayana Cole, Ramaya Cornwall, Crystal Craig, Michelle Crease, Michael, Akela Crichton, Brett Crick, Azaria De Silva, Simonique De Silva, Darius De Souza, Zane Davis, Elzico Dibik, awardee for Caribbean Studies, Communication Studies, and Pure Mathematics. Tanya Delplish, Alea Dixon, Chanel Dixon, Drayan Drayton, Radisha Duncan, Saquana Duncan, David Dunn, awardee for Biology, Chemistry, and Physics. Kyle DuPont, Ezra Edwards, Joshua Edwards, Mariel Edwards, Shania Edwards, Tyrese Edwards, Kareen Ikane, DeAndre Endeavor, Ethan Ferguson, Tyrese Fiku, Kendra Findley, Javel Francis, Aronique Francois, Rashid Fraser, Renice Frederick, Satri Kim Gabriel, Bryson George, Rashid George, Tariq George Shallow, Ramiro Georges, Eduardo Gibbons, Delroy Glasgow, Romanique Glasgow, Malik Graves, Kesbert Gregg, Shanti Griffith, Kobe Gurley, Eliza Haksha, Kimaya Hadaway, Noah Hadley, awardee for French, Alonzo Hamilton, Jemariah Harry, Rahima Harry, Rihanna Harry, Shaquana Hazel, Shalia Hector, Soraya Hines, Ezran Horn, Pinkett Howard, Gregory Hull, Mitchell Israel Duarte, subject awardee for Spanish, Kaje Jack, awarded for MOB, Ezra Jackson, Adian James, Darian James, Kindine James, Cody James, Wazi James, Ariana Jardine, Germano Jean Francois, Tyler Jeffers, Kemal Jeffrey, Zafina Jeffrey, Isaiah Jessamy, Curtis Joe, Deshaun John, Eroy John, awardee for Green Engineering, Leandra John, Malik John, Mia John, Prince John, Alina Johnson, Altonique Joseph, Ansel Joseph, Akisha King, Aliana King, Renee Kirby, Ronaldo Knight, Samuri Laver, Abriana Lane, Delicia Leach, Jason Leslie, Akira Lois, Colin Lois, Jadia Lois, Jamal Lois, Nicola Lois, J. Marie Lucas, Rayshawn Matthias, Kira McInnes, Sadisha Macri, Kazim Maki, Amanda Medford, Anwar Mejadi, Ronisa Miller, Tevin Miller, Kayla Morris, Luke Murphy, Mikhail Neeb, Chadwick Nero, Katie Nero, Ronique Neverson, Ariel Nichols, Luke Nichols, Kyla Noel, Casey Oliver, Kate Oliver, Atura Parsons, Marquis Pereira, Ashley Peters, Tricent Peters, Gizani Phillips, Ajani Pierre, Canisia Porter, Ronel Primus, Dewana Providence, Janice Providence, Ronaldo Providence, Tanisha Ralph, Darian. Okay. Darian Richards, Levy Jr. Richards, Safika Richards, Tawana Richards, Ciara Roach, Kadisha Roberts, Star Roberts, Fantasia Robinson, Jamani Robinson, Emma Rouse, awardee for Environmental Science, Devonte Sam, Jediah Sampson, Janaya Samuel, Noel Samuel, Ranicia Samuel, Renee Sandy, Michael Sanyor, Tiffany Sardine, Najet Sassin, Rebecca Sassin, History and Law, Asroy Says, Davisha says, Natala Scott, Elisa Shallow, Donya Shallow, Carrion Shepherd, Giovanni Slack, Nathaniel Slater, Joshua Small, Zeda Small, Godisha Snag, Jalancia Spring, Chasika Springer, Ayasa Stapleton, Chad Stapleton, Sanja Stapleton, Shakima Stevens, Jamari Tash, awardee for Accounts and Economics, Natalia Teixeira, Davicia Thomas, Giselle Thomas, Carisia Thomas, Naja Thomas, Brianne Thompson, Janelle Thorne, Alisa Trotman, Terence Walker, Sage Warren, Matthew Washington, Tamia Webb, Delani Williams, Derice Williams, Josh Williams, Nilise Williams, Luke Wilson, awardee for sociology. Kristen Wiley, Davina Yearwood, Director, I present them to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. De Freitas. Could the members of Silk the Band please report side stage? I will now ask the Dean of the Division of Arts, Sciences and General Studies, Mr. Maxwell Fergus, to make presentations for the associate degree programs. Members of Silk the Band, you're needed.
Director, I present to you the graduates from the Division of Arts, Sciences and General Studies, Associate Degree Program, who have successfully completed their course of study at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College. In the Associate Degree in Business Studies, Kayla Ambrose, Kersha Anthony, Delano Antoine, Alia Ash, Anastasia Ashton, Leandra Battis, Star Battis, Osario Bartolomeu, Antonio Boe, Sarana Bullock, Sierra Bulls, Sune Bok, Joshua Caru Nichols, Anisha Cato, Luke Chambers, Yasmin Charles, Shannon Clark, Casey D'Souza, Nakia Denny, Lakia Dodds, Tyrone Duggan, Gassian Durant, Moisha Els, Junella Forgas, Shanti Forbes, DeLondre Foster, Zakaria Francis, Carlson Frank, Shanti Frederick, Cherise Frederick, Tia Gawe, Aaron Glasgow, Jenny Goddard, Jason Gonzalez, Carson Graves, top performer in Business Studies program, Carson Graves. Zia Gregg, Kiana Harry, Tia Henry, Tikia Jackson, Jolicia John, Tia Joyles, Kadim Kalaluddin, Annalie Kiza, Mikala Knights, Tia Langley Short, Brianna Lane, Teranza Lewis, Jazia Little, Andrew Mapp, Ashley Maz, Aria Matthias, Teresa Mackey, Gary Mercury, Kia Mofford, Jerry Morgan, Malcolm Morgan Silence, Francis Murray, Nefertiti Nero, Kyle Neverson, Jovanti Otley, Roxanne Peters, Tichelle Peters, Maya Pompey, Tiara Porter, Markel Prince, Jamario Richards, Tanisha Samuel, Shamora Shallow, Shanika Solin, Jacqueline Spring, Jolon Straker, Trevor Sylvan, Alian Thomas, Kelvin Thomas, Jay Thompson, Mika Thorne, Oshadi Judge, Sienna Walker, Zaria Walker, Aiden Williams, Deontay Williams, Duvani Williams, Kasika Williams, Kasanki Williams, Jimmy Williams, and Marvin Woods. In the Fine Arts, Design and Cultural Communication program, Stephanie Kozia, Tansha George, Tonya Gibson, Craig Roy Hector, and he's also the top performer in this program. Omar Jack, Alexandria Israel, and Shanufa Williams. In the associate degree in the general studies, Nick Coombs, Cosvon Debik, and Cosvon is also the top performer in this program. Jerusha Gawe, Celine Gill, Oyanti Gould, Shakwana Grant, Carl Hanaway, Nikia Harry, Elson Haynes, Kisbot John, Tyrese Lee, Simone Louis, Ronald Paris, Aisha Rodney, Alcian Williams, Orige Wickham. In the associate degree in information technology, Tariq Charles, Rashida Cordis, David Jelizo, Darren Griffith, Courtney Harris, Diana Hoyt, Kate John, Katie, Ainde Lane, and Lane is also the top performer in the IT program. Sanara Pipe, Alia Charles, Jamelia Spence, and Isaiah Yearwood, sorry. In the paralegal program, Melanie Abbey, Lauren Abraham, Jose Bacchus, Dexila Bullock, Marissa Durant, Tiwana Ellis, Aliza Govaya, Shanice Green, Safon Hakshaw, Lariel Hanaway, Stephanie Ince, Jamal Jack, Shakira Jack, Andre James, Wenissa James, and Wenissa is also the top performer in the paralegal program. Khalees Knights, Shamaya MacLeod, Putila Miguel, Rajika Providence, and Casey Thomas. In the associate degree in psychology, Sophia Ashton, Sonicia Batiste, Dana Bowens, Louis Carr, Ronisha Chris, Leah Delplesh, and Leah is also the top performer in the psychology program. Jamar Grant, Maya King, Cassiana Lewis, Sherian Morgan, Nabia Pompey, Shania Robertson, and Courtian Wilson. In the sports science program, Java Oden, Joshua Bennett, Clenetta Brody, Jama Cooper, Jedine D'Souza, Kiana Edwards, Courtney Franklin, Ian J. Glasgow, Zanil James, Marsha Marshall, and Marsha Marshall is also the top performer in this program. Darren Morgan Jeffers, Gillian McMaster, Kyle Simmons, and Ozik Bilinji. Will receive a special award.
Please note that the members of the sports science degree program have stayed on stage in honor of our Osik Bilinji, as his aunt and brother received this award posthumously. Mr. Roxel John, our program coordinator, stands with them. Also, you should be reminded that this cohort is the first ever to have completed this degree program, the Applied Associate Degree in Sports Science.
Okay. Associate Degree in Business Management, part-time program. Chantal Oden, Gentia Bascom, Cindy Bino, Julani Charles, Patrick Cummins, Ava Delplesh, Natisha Ford, Karen George, Indra Grant, Leandra Hansen, Eugene Henry, Serapina Howell, Yasmin Jardine, Yusil Joseph, Lucetta Mapp, Marsha Mars Miller, Tariq Olivier, Anthony Peters, John Roberts, Indra Scott, Marvel Smith, Sarita Thomas, Tamara Tony, Rosanna Vera, Shana Victor, Teresa Williams, and Zaria Williams. Jara Pierre. Shamara Pierre. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fergus. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate all this year's graduates, and at this time we'd like you to enjoy a performance, some entertainment from Silk the Band.
the strength of your arms. Keep me safe, safe and sound. Lift me up.
Thanks. Dr. Thomas is our Deputy Director here at the SVGCC. Please welcome her.
Members of the platform party, thank you. Thanks. Members of the platform party, parents, guardians, well-wishers, graduates of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, good afternoon. I shall be brief. First of all, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to God for holding this weather and granting us favor so that we can come to the end of today's ceremony. To God be the glory. Our distinguished members of the platform, headed by the Honorable Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Minister of Post-Secondary and Higher Education, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, we thank you, Prime Minister, for your consistent commitment to the advancement of education and educational opportunities nationally and specifically to the SVGCC. Thank you for your insight and for your stirring words today. We also extend our sincere thanks to the Chairman of the Board of Governors, Professor Joel Warrican, and all of the other members of the Board of Governors. We express our gratitude for your invaluable guidance and contributions toward the holistic growth and expansion of the SVGCC. We take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to you, Mr. Dwayne Daniel, for your practical and thought-provoking delivery today. I am certain that through your presentation, we have all been challenged to engage in purposeful self-reflection that should influence both our communities and our personal lives. Ms. Pearl McMaster, our head librarian, thank you for inviting God's presence to today's ceremony through prayer. The administration, faculty, and staff of the SVGCC. To our director, Mr. Nigel Scott, thank you for your leadership, flexibility, and commitment to the success of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College. To our senior administrative staff and all faculty, full-time and part-time, our words are insufficient to measure the depth of our appreciation to you for your dedication to our students' success as seen here today. We thank each one of you. To our administrative staff at each division, our maintenance team, our groundsmen, thank you for always answering the call at any time and for making all final adjustments, even after the final adjustments had been made. To our graduation committee and registry staff. Our graduation committee comprises members of all 4 divisions of the SVGCC, our faculty and student representatives. Thank you for your suggestions and assistance in making today's event a success. The registry staff, Registrar Mrs. Samantha Miners-Rouse, our assistant registrars Mrs. Jamisha Roberts-Daniel and Ms. Janine Duncan, our junior clerks Ms. Danelia Thomas and Ms. Vanique Richards. Thank you for assuming this mammoth task and for completing it with efficiency, passion, and grit. Thank you. To our public orators, Ms. LaFern Fraser and Ms. Yvesta Bowens, as is customary, you have done an exceptional job. We appreciate you and your service. Thank you. To the SVGCC Combined Choir, we say thanks for your presentation today. We extend sincere thanks to our protocol officers who are still working as we conclude. Thank you so very much for your commitment. To all of our service providers, organizations, and vendors, namely the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the National Lotteries Authority, the Carnival Development Corporation, the Victoria Park Management and staff, Mr. Javid Collins, Mr. Rodell Robertson, Mr. Romain David, Mr. Ivor Carr, Mr. Vaughn Mills and team, the Silk Band, ITFX, Joshe Moments, the media, thank you. We say a very heartfelt thanks to Mrs. Michelle Gould at the Government Printery for so patiently and ardently assisting us with the logistics and production of our programs. We thank you all for partnering with us in all the activities that have culminated in today's graduation ceremony. Parents, guardians who are either virtually or physically present, and graduates of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, thank you. Without you, there would not have been a need for this event. We recognize and share the emotions that you have felt on this journey: joy, relief, pride. Finally, to all of our graduates today, we are proud of you. Today marks another accomplishment for you. For some of you, you are fully satisfied. Others of you may feel partially accomplished. But the good thing is that you have made it thus far. You and only you will determine the quality of the success that you will attain in the next leg of your journey. Graduates, as I close, I quote from a performance done by the Performing Arts Society at our recently held Sports Awards ceremony. Graduates, be reminded that what most people don't realize is that there's a difference between who we are, who we were, and who we have the potential to be. Hold yourselves to accountability. Constantly compare yourselves not to who others are, but to the version of yourself that you want to be. Elevate your standards and strive for the top. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see the person you want to become. Thank you all and congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to congratulate the graduates of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College class of 2023. Graduates, please stand. Your tassels are traditionally worn on the right side up to this point, and it is now time to turn your tassels to the left as you are official graduates of the SVGCC. Now we know that you've personalized your caps, so maybe throwing them is not such a good idea because you want your cap and you want to take pictures. But at this time, if you would like to come down onto the lawn, it's time to celebrate. It's time to acknowledge your status as graduates of the SVGCC. This is a very proud moment, so come on down. The rain has held up for us. Let's make the most of it. At this time, the members of the platform party who wish to depart and take their leave are free to do so at this time. Okay, graduates, as you gather in front of the stage area, and we want to go a little bit more swiftly, ladies and gentlemen, so we take advantage of the good weather that we have right now. And to everyone else present, please note that the band Silk is still here and they will be providing more of that wonderful entertainment we had just a taste of a few minutes ago. So you'd want to stick around for that to aid in the celebratory atmosphere. All right, so I am going to ask the graduates again, please come center front. From 10 to 1, and when we get to 1, you're going to let it fly. Hands in the air, caps in the air. We are going to have our celebration. All right, we're gonna count. You can count with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Celebrate, graduates! Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the band Silk.
I've made my change. Nothing left to do. Nothing left to do. So I'm giving you the best of me. Giving you the best of me. Giving you the best of me. Giving you the best. When it's all played out and I'm old and gray, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Yes, I've made mistakes and I've made my change. Nothing left to do. Nothing left to do. So I'm giving you the best of me. Giving you the best of me. Giving you the best of me.